Never.
No,
not us.
We're going to talk a bit more about the Woking and Bikeathon, which of course you're doing next weekend in a second or two. I'm just interested to know though, I mean, you've talked a lot about helping other people, and obviously Ray, with your work with the Limbless Association, you do this quite a lot, and Barry, I'm sure that you've come into contact with people in a similar situation to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you come into contact with someone who is a recent amputee, who is trying to come to terms with what's happened to them, what's the main piece of advice that you give them?
You know, we have a help desk, and we get phone calls from either the families or a recent person who's gone through an amputation. It's really how life will be. What's the future going to hold? I'm not the same person. Why me? And that is a big question. And also, can I do certain things? Well, and this is no bad thing when people phone up and say to me, look, I've just lost my arm. I said, well, you're lucky. And I say it with love and care, because they are lucky, because I wish I just lost an arm. But I think I'm able to say that in a positive way, because when I say, well, I've lost my 4 limbs, they say, oh my gosh, I'm okay then. And that gives them a positive attitude straight away. But I think everyone loses a limb, it's a bereavement, and I think they've got to get over that stage as well. And it's not only the person who's lost the limb, it's the families that can find it very difficult sometimes to cope with. So I think counselling is very important, but if you've got family backup, that helps no end. And I know Barry will back me up on this. If you've got a loved one that really cares for you, that is totally the best healing process.
Absolutely.
How instrumental was your family in you coming to terms with that?
Well, I think my son, he was quite okay about it. My son he's now 34 this year, and my daughter's 30 next month. But she I think really struggled with it, Cheryl. Martin, he kind of he knew it was going to happen. In fact, he took me up to Roehampton at the first place when I first went up there to find out about amputation, and he came in to see Dr. Suri with me, and he was sort of under no influence of me not having it done. He said it would be much better for me.
Yeah. Were you worried during that whole process about how they would handle it, or were you so consumed though with what was happening to you that it was difficult to fit anything else in?
Oh no, I was definitely worried about it. I spoke to numerous people. In fact, I think I even went down the gym and spoke to a few people down there at Roehampton, and I was under no impression that I wasn't going to have it done. I thought, that's it, it's got to be better for me. The pain I was going through was ridiculous, and nobody should go through anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was thinking at the time was, you know, why am I going through this pain? Why is it me? But since I had the amputation, it seems so good.
Yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, damn, yeah, darn right there is, yeah.
Okay, well, part of that light is the Woking and Bikeathon that you're going to be taking part in next weekend. So tell me what this involves exactly.
From our point of view, it involves one leg riding a bike, and it's a trike. And of course, having the 4 limbs gone, I'm trusting Barry with the brakes and the gears. And then I'm there with the force, and I'm putting the power behind this trike, really. It's a German-made bike, and it's quite heavy, but we thought we'll do it with 15 miles because the bigger mileage would absolutely ruin us, you know. So
the other option is 35,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that would kill anybody.
Well, just hope it's not going to be too hot, really. But, you know, the thing is, you've got to challenge yourself, haven't you? And you think, amputees on a bike, it doesn't go together, but it will this time, you know. And we've got some really nice riders with us. We've got Jodie Cundy, one of the Paralympians who won 2 gold medals, and his young lady, his girlfriend. And we've got some supporters, and I think we have some more amputees with us as well. I think we've got 2 other amputees. I know a friend of yours and a couple of amputees. And we're all in the old shirts, LA logo. And what I think is lovely is that the Woking and Bikeathon brings the community together, and it's in a spirit of just goodwill, and all supported by all of us, and thanks to Stan Hetherington, who's a great friend of ours, and he does so much for the Wokingham community. And I would think Wokingham should be very proud proud to have a man like Stan
It's
looking
interesting.
after him.
It's interesting that you mention community, actually, because I do actually pick up on that as being one of the positives of your situation, in that you get to meet people. I mean, you wouldn't have met each other were it not for this, would you? And you just seem like great mates now.
Well, it's funny. We were saying yesterday, it's as if I've known Barry all my life, and yet I've only known him a year, just over a year.
Just over a year.
But, you're very similar ages, too, and we're all silly because we're like little babies, really. But I love life to the full, and Barry's the same. But I think we have the common denominator of having the amputations. But you tend to go away from that. You still can be very good mates, and harmonise very much. And we have one goal, just to help, disabled people, amputees in the UK.
Yeah, of course. The Bikeathon then is 15 miles as far as you're concerned. How's the training been going?
Go on, Barry. Go on, Barry. You're the one that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on, say the truth.
I go to the gym probably once a week. Try to go to the gym once a week.
What, in and out?
Yeah. I
To the vending machine and back.
used to wave at them.
Yeah, say hello.
I've been working out so hard there, and now I've found another machine that also sells chocolate bars too.
Yeah.
No, I've been working out. I've done a 30k cycle ride in April, which it was quite a long way to go. That's the first time I've ridden a bike.
In the gym, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean, first time you've ridden a bike ever?
No.
was gonna say.
Since I had my leg amputated.
Yeah.
Or in fact, since I had my leg problems, it was the first time I went on a bike properly. Although it was only in a gym. 30k is a long way to go.
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
I've done it in 3 hits, and 3 hits of about 10. So I think it was 9.5, 11 and a bit, and 8 and something or the other. So if anybody any good at maths, it works out to about 30.
Yeah. And Ray, you've been at the gym more often, but for shorter periods of time.
Well, I'm very lucky because at Roehampton, where we've got offices, we've got the gym there, and I do a half an hour on the bike, and I do it quite vigorously, and then I go on the treadmill. And it's what it does. It's just not doing the body good; it's doing the mind good. And I'm so used to doing it, I miss it now.
Yeah.
And I think this challenge is more. It's mental and physical, and I think it's doing us power of good. And I think it will show people, oh my God, I can do it now. Really,
It's kind of hard getting a bike on a treadmill, isn't it?
I mean, any listeners out there? Seriously, Sarah, if we got listeners out there that want to do a challenge, I mean, just get onto the Wokenham website. I think was it Wokenham Bikeathon.co.uk.
Yeah.
And I mean, it really is every challenge. Just do it.
If someone listening to this wants to sponsor you, you've got a Just Giving page, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Our Just Giving page is www.justgiving.com/Ray and Barry Cycling. Yeah. And it'll be an honour. I think we've raised over £5,000 so far.
Yeah.
And, for two of us, really, it's not bad in this day and age.
It's brilliant. The challenges don't stop there for you, Ray, because I know that you're hatching, quite frankly, an inconceivable challenge that you want to take part in. Reveal all?
Well, this all happens sometimes when you had a few drinks, and Stan, bless him, he said to me, I've done Kilimanjaro, Ray. I said, oh, good. And I was
drinking.
Yeah. And I said, well, that sounds nice. And he said, do you fancy doing a walk? I said, do you mean to say you'd like me to do Kilimanjaro? He said, well, it'll be the first, wouldn't it? A quad amputee. So I thought a bit more about this. And yesterday I was with my doctor and I asked him what he thought. And he said, well, you're mad for a start. But he said, I know your medical history, but yes, you'll be able to do that. So I think we have now a thought that I might do the challenge in 2010 in September to climb the biggest mountain. It's 12,000 feet as a quad amputee and reach the top.
And you would be the first and only person as a quad amputee to try.
Yeah, and I think, what I want to do, and I've always said to Barry and all my friends really, I'd love to write a book, and how fitting to finish the book ended by reaching the peak of Kilimanjaro.
Did you watch the celebrities climb that mountain?
No, I did. I was away, but I did. I do understand it wasn't as easy as I make out. But,
really not. I mean, it just anyone who has the guts to try something like that, fair play to them, because I so couldn't do it. Just the thought of the altitude sickness frightens the pants off me, to be honest.
12,000 feet with no feet.
Yeah.
Well, no feet, really. No arms and feet, yeah.
But the thing, this is interesting, isn't it? Because I don't at all think about the fact that you are an amputee and is that standing in your way, because I know it won't. I just know it won't.
No, I mean, I've spoken to the professionals that build me, and they said, we'll sort it out. You know, it's me who's going to do it, and they know my capabilities. And if I've got the best backup, you know, there's nothing beyond me, really.
No.
About the only bit he has got is a back, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, no, I expect my wife would go on holiday anyway, and everyone would leave me. It's just me there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Good opportunity to
go
escape
away.
for a few weeks. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. It's lovely to see you.
Not a problem.
Oh, bless you.
Best of luck
Thank
for the
you.
Bikeathon. I just know you're going to be great. And if you're interested in sponsoring them, then go onto the Just Giving website. Your final musical choice, Katie Melua and 9 Million Bicycles. I don't think I really need to ask why, do I? On
No,
this
it's
occasion?
just bike. And
Yeah, we could have done Build Me Up Buttercup.
Anyway, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. That's Ray Edwards and Barry Perrin on BBC Radio Berkshire.